Okay, so we're going to take the first half of this lesson on the Pythagorean Theorem, and we'll deal with it here. The other part, the special right triangles, we'll hit in class. So yeah, what we use the Pythagorean Theorem for is to find a distance. Usually it's the length of a side of a right triangle. But did you know that it was originally designed to find an area?
I didn't know that.
Well, let's maybe talk about some cool things about the Pythagorean Theorem. So first of all, let's just get some definitions down. So yeah, the side opposite the right angle is called the hypotenuse. We usually label that as C. And the other two sides are the legs of the right triangle, and they have lengths A and B. So A and B always represent the lengths of the legs, and C is always represented by the hypotenuse. So, it wouldn't be geometry if I couldn't share Geometer Sketchpad with you and show you a little Pythagorean puzzle for a minute. So this is a fun one. Check this out. So I have myself a right triangle here. And in my right triangle, let's say I call this side like A and that side B and that side C, like I just learned before. Well, what I've done is I've built squares on the sides of these triangles. So that means that all sides are A here. So then the area of it is A squared. And likewise, these are all B's. So the area of that square is B squared. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some C's down here and down here and down here so that the area of this thing is C squared. Now, are you ready for something amazing? Here we go. Wow! Okay, besides the fact that shapes move and things like that, look at what we did. We took the regions that were colored, represented by A squared and B squared, and rearranged them in such a way to completely fill the square whose side length was C. So that tells us that if we added up all the different colors, we'd get A squared and B squared for their area. But it's also equal to the area of the big square, C squared. Oh, so that's where the Pythagorean theorem comes from. Yeah, that's kind of like one of the proofs of a Pythagorean theorem as to why it's true. Pretty neat stuff. So yeah, our Pythagorean theorem, here we go. We can call it a conjecture if you'd like. And I know if I ask you to say it in words, you're going to go A squared plus B squared equals C squared. But think about what those words mean. A, B, and C are sides of the triangle. A and B are the legs. C is the hypotenuse. So when we write out this A squared plus B squared equals C squared, the left side says the sum of the squares of the lengths of the legs. And it equals the square of the length of the hypotenuse. So the sum of the squares of the lengths of the legs equals the square of the length of the hypotenuse. Wow. I'm going to ask you to remember that because we're going to have fun with that when we get to class. We might actually watch a movie. No way. Yeah, way. Hey, so what I'd like you to do now is take a minute or two and practice some of these Pythagorean theorem problems.